So let's see. Tawfiq says, hello Mehran, hello. When a relationship is formed where one of the couples came after cheating with their previous partner, do you think this type of relationship lasts? Ah, I see. You know, there is no set rule for that, because we're not dealing with a car that its brake has fallen off, or one wheel is not balanced and it's always going to veer to the right. It's like a car that has been recognized that something wrong with it and has gone to the shop and got fixed. So a girl who cheats on a girl in the previous relationship, or a guy that cheats on a girl who cheats on her boyfriend in a previous relationship, or a guy who cheats on his girlfriend in a previous relationship, may still continue the same kind of behavior, or maybe there were things that we are not aware of it, what went on in that relationship. And because we are what our consciousness is, our center is, and not just because what we have behaved in the past would definitely be the way we will behave in the future, because our consciousness is always modifying and changing, and we are growing, and our perception and understanding of life and how things are or where is always being pondered on and changes, and because of that, modifications takes place. And therefore you can't say that this person who was, let's say, I don't know, something before, you know, had the occupation of being a, I don't know, an athlete, cannot change to a different occupation or different sports. Or a lawyer won't be able to change to a different job. Or someone who was a thief is always going to be a thief. We all evolve, and we come to understanding that what we once did was good or bad. While at the time that we did it, we didn't think it was bad. When it was bad, we thought it was good, or we didn't know better to know that it was bad. Or if it was good, we did it, but because we had to, we didn't know it was good. Or later on, we changed our taste. Let's say we liked oranges, and later on we didn't like oranges for the reasons of, I don't know, allergies, or too sweet, or not enough, not sweet enough. Somehow we changed to a different. So the possibility of change is always there in all different ways. Who's to say that the girl who didn't cheat the boyfriend in the previous relationship, or the boyfriend who didn't cheat the girlfriend in the previous relationship, would all continue to be behaving in the same way, loyal or not cheating? Who's to say that now they will cheat with you? Now, for the same token, you can't say the one who did cheat in the past relationship is going to cheat with you as well, or is going to behave the way that she did behave in the previous relationship. So it's really not known, because individuals are different. We are not a boat not to change. We are evolving, and we can change. So if someone was bad and is now good, then we got to see that person as it is, and according to his or her new changed behavior and activities, and the way he or she affects the society and community and people around him or her. The perception should not of the person should not come with our memory, because we know of this person in a certain way, therefore that person's will be in that certain way, regardless of what the reality and actuality of that person is now. It's just not fair. You know, it's like most of us, we don't really give a chance to anything to present itself. We have a perception of something, predisposition, pre-understanding. For example, you're standing, you're on a beach somewhere, and you see a woman is running on the beach, and you're just watching from distance. And quickly you see the woman is wearing an attire which is green. and you like the color green. So before you even see her face close enough, as she's passing by, she's still far, you see the green that she's wearing. And you like green. So already, without really knowing anything about her, seeing really clearly her face, you begin to like her. Not because you know her, the center, the consciousness, who she is. Not because you saw her face and see how palatable, beautiful, or meets your standards of looks in a woman. Not because you talked to her, not because you saw her face, and not much. All you saw was the green, and you like green. You will continue. You will create this understanding that you like her. Why? Because you're perceiving her based on your experience of the color green that you like. So you form an opinion before the actuality of who that person is, how she's been put together. So these are the facts of life, of our psyche, that we don't seem to notice. And we think we actually like that girl. What we really like is our desire to like something that is familiar to us and we are comfortable with. You actually like the girl because you like intimacy, you like women. And she's wearing something that you like. So you really don't know her, but you like the image you have of her in your mind. You have the idea of liking being with someone who is wearing green, let's say. Now this was an example. Green could be other things that you like about her. Maybe the shape of her nose, or her hair, or how she's dressed. It's got nothing to do with who she is. And it's not even close by to have a chat. But you think, oh, I love that woman. How? You're perceiving her because you're creating this idea in your head based on your memories and perception. So the same way, you are suddenly judging this idea of that it's she there, therefore, and you don't like it she there, and you have no idea who she is, what happened, what was the whole story, but you already create an opinion because of that knowledge, which knowledge is limited, and knowledge goes hand to hand to ignorance. That's why it's so difficult to judge, especially if you're in the legal field and to have to consider everything. You can't just judge something by the perceptions that you have based on the experiences or the content of your memory, and that would become something rather unfair. So hopefully that would be something for you to ponder on. Puria says, Mehran, my parents got separated several years ago, and since then mom has experienced both being in relationship as a girlfriend and as a wife again. Both men lied to her, and now she hated all men and is depressed. What shall I do? Tell her to make an appointment with me. Go to mind@seekstruth.com, go to talk to me for consultation, click on that, and ask her to choose a package that she can afford, and talk to me, and then we'll explore it. There's not enough information here, and there's going to be interactive discussion, so it's not something that we could discuss it here. But if she would talk to me, then of course I'd be able to explore this question with her together. But of course the idea of two dogs with rabies, it doesn't mean that all dogs have rabies, or all animals. And two encounters does not represent the whole entirety inventory of men in the world. We all know there are assholes among men, and we all know there are assholes among women. So many different kinds. It's like saying, I remember I remember when I was a student in high school back in Iran. When we were coming out of the school, when the bell would ring, we were going home or coming towards school. There were always these guys with a bunch of envelopes, like maybe 50, 60, 70, 100 envelopes, mailing envelopes in their hands, and they would come to you and say, hey, choose one, give me 5 cents and choose one. You can win, $20. And we were kids, so of course, this whole idea of chance, and it was called, they were screaming in their profession was chance. The translation was chance. Chance, chance. And we were always hoping to be lucky, chance. So they would come and say, okay, give me 5 cents and pick one of these envelopes. And then open it up, and of course it was nothing. You busted. Nothing was there. Sometimes there was like 20 cents in there. So with the idea that there is a possibility of 20 cents, even though we all knew that there's not even a chance in hell to win anything in there, but because we had heard, or the guy knew which ones, has the money in it, so you would take a chance, give the 5 cents, and you will pick one, and it would be nothing. And he would say, oh, are you kidding me? There's so many. You say, well, all of them are nothing in it. He says, no, are you kidding? He opens one, there's $20. He opens the other one, there's $10. He opens the other one, there's $5. They're all in there. But he knows which ones they are. And we knew it's there, right? But somehow, however it's formed, or whatever it is, we never picked it. But the idea that there was a possibility always encouraged us to once in a while try it again, until we were convinced that it's all bullshit. But until we were totally convinced, we never gave up, knowing that actually it's always almost you lose. But the situation that your mom going through is not the way it is. I mean, even with that kind of a low odds, we still tried, because the hope of the fact that it is possible and the money is there, it encourages us. And there is a lot more chance in what she's dealing with, finding the right man, or for some man finding the right woman. No matter how many times you have a failing relationship or a relationship that doesn't work, that is not a reflection of the whole stock of women out there or men out there. There's always hope, a lot more than that chance guy that we would encounter in front of our schools to get our money, and we try the lottery, so to speak, instant lottery. So tell your mom, don't lose hope. Those two, well, just 2 out of so many, out of what, 3.5 billion people? Are you kidding me? If I fail in something, finding, if there's a bucket of oysters that I find on my walk on the ocean side, and there's 100 oysters in it, and I open 2 of them, and there's no pearls in it, are you going to give up on the rest of it? Is it not decently logical to think, well, only 2 out of the 100 doesn't represent the 100? You will still open, and there would be some pearls somewhere. But if your sample size is only, your judgment is based on 2 out of 200, out of 100, well, I think you're just being reasonable. So your mom really should, reconsider her sample size. First of all, she has to change her selection process. She has to work on that, which we can, I can help her with that if that is what she wants to do. Secondly, she has to understand the sample size is very important, and she hasn't had a big sample size, 2 relationships. And the reasons that we choose a relationship are really based on many things: time frame, urgency, loneliness, bad selection, and many other things. So these are things that she should consider instead of giving up on the whole idea of and thinking all men are assholes, or somebody thinking all women are assholes. There's all kinds everywhere. So I hope that will help you out at this point, but she's always welcome to have a Skype consultation with me.